Located within Highland Park Reserve, Richardson Nature Center is a focal point for education in Bloomington. Inside, visitors are exposed to wildlife exhibits, bird observation areas, and a knowledgeable staff ready to answer all kinds of questions. Outside, you'll find hiking trails weaving through diverse habitats, including forests, marshes, and restored prairie areas. Also, there's no shortage of wildlife around Richardson Nature Center, and one insect in particular loves the restored prairie area.
In the prairie area is where we find their favorite species to lay eggs on, to live as a larva or the caterpillar, and then when they turn into an adult. So that species is milkweed, and there's actually over 100 different species of milkweed. Not all of those species are found in Minnesota. There's just a handful that we find here, but this is one of the common species of milkweed we'll find in the prairie area, and we call this butterfly weed. So the defining characteristic about this plant is that orange flower that is just dwindling now.
Monarch butterflies can be traced back to the 19th century. Commonly known as a milkweed butterfly, it is perhaps the most well-known of all North American butterflies, largely because of its lengthy migration pattern.
The Monarch range is from southern Canada all the way down to the southern United States and into central Mexico. And so end of August into September is when monarchs are starting to migrate. And monarchs anywhere from the eastern side of the Rockies and from southern Canada will migrate all the way down to Mexico. And so we like to monitor that to know their routes, their paths, what environmental factors affect that.
Monarch tagging is something naturalists at Richardson invite residents to come help with each summer. On this particular day, we didn't see any butterflies, but this is how the process works.
You take one of the tags and we put it actually on this specific part of the monarch's body. So it's called the discal cell, which is very close to the monarch's body, so it's close to its center of gravity, so it doesn't affect its flight and it doesn't harm it at all. And so you take one of these tags, put it right on there, and then record the number and where it was put on Bloomington, Minnesota, or wherever you put it on, so that if somebody captures or catches that same monarch down in Texas or down in Mexico, that informs us more about its flight patterns and where it was seen last and its route, so that helps us.
Tagging monarchs not only provides vital information for national research projects about the insect, but it can be very beneficial for preserving the basic needs of the insect.
The main concern for their conservation is their habitat loss, so they need milkweed, which is where they lay their eggs and where the caterpillars eat and turn into their adult form as the monarch butterfly, and then they also need those other prairie flowers that provide that nectar source.
Assisting monarch butterflies with a safer flight. Visit threeriversparks.org to find out where you can find a monarch tagging program near you.